Next week, London's Supreme Court will decide whether to extradite the WikiLeaks boss Julian Assange to Sweden. Mr. Assange was in London overnight for the release of a film on media freedom, but he hid behind a mask in solidarity with his supporters from the group Anonymous. Europe correspondent Rachel Brandt reports.
The fierce advocate of free speech this time sounded a little muffled.
This may be my last time in public, so I thought I should start with a situation where you won't be able to see me anymore.
Julian Assange could be on a plane to Sweden within a month to face sexual assault allegations. He denies the claims and says they're politically motivated because of his work with WikiLeaks. But he says he'd do it all again.
I think all of us are at our best when we are pursuing an ideal that we find to be important to ourselves and important to others. I feel that I have made my days count, so I certainly would not want to exchange days that can be counted for days that cannot.
The WikiLeaks boss has now been held in home detention for a year and a half without charge. If he loses his UK appeal next week, there could be another lifeline.
There is one last avenue of appeal to the European Court of Human Rights, and it will be for the court to determine whether it will hear that appeal, but we should get that back very, very quickly if the appeal is filed.
Regardless of Wednesday's outcome, Julian Assange faces another fight with American authorities over the WikiLeaks release of secret cables that embarrassed governments and international businesses.
Of course, the concern is the US extradition request, and UK-US extradition requests are notoriously difficult to beat because of the terms of the extradition treaty. If he should be returned to Sweden, he will be put in incommunicado detention, and the concern is that once the matters are determined in Sweden, an extradition request will come there.
Either way, he won't be coming home to Australia anytime soon. Rachel Brown, ABC News, London.